Mark Consuelos' paternity rumor after explosive DNA results. Kelly Ripa's secret exposed. For decades, Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa have been a powerhouse couple on American television. From his smoldering charm on All My Children to their infectious chemistry on Live with Kelly and Mark, audiences across the nation have followed their love story, their witty banter, and their ability to share their lives with humor and grace. They have never seemed like typical celebrities, aloof or distant. Instead, Mark and Kelly have always come across as the ultimate couple goals, a duo who found each other in the spotlight and built a real, enduring partnership. At the center of this remarkable journey has been their famously public and seemingly unbreakable bond. Unlike many celebrity marriages shrouded in privacy, Mark and Kelly have made their relationship a celebrated part of their brand. Kelly, the undisputed queen of morning television, has been the brilliant sun around which their public world orbits, while Mark has been the charismatic co-star, the supportive husband who seamlessly transitioned to co-host. Together, they have represented something rare in the entertainment industry, a grounded, loving marriage that seemed not just to survive the spotlight, but to thrive in it. But in recent weeks, whispers have begun to emerge. Whispers that, if true, could shake the very foundation of their seemingly perfect partnership. What began as murmurs on social media has grown into a storm of speculation, one centered on a DNA revelation that no one saw coming. And now, fans are left asking, could the marriage of one of America's most beloved television couples be facing its most difficult test yet? Mark and Kelly's story has always been one worth telling. They met not before the fame, but in the heart of it, on the set of All My Children, where their on-screen romance famously blossomed into a real-life love affair. Their relationship was born not in quiet spaces, but under the bright lights of television studios, fueled by undeniable chemistry that captivated millions. By the time they eloped, their love story was already the stuff of legend. Kelly's star continued to rise, and Mark was right there with her, a steady presence who celebrated her success while building his own impressive acting career. When the couple took their seats together on Live, friends described it as the natural next step, a professional union that mirrored their deeply personal one. Over the years, they welcomed children and built a family life that, from the outside, seemed idyllic. Kelly and Mark often spoke lovingly of each other on air and in interviews, describing a partnership built on laughter, respect, and a deep friendship that grounded them. For fans, they represented something aspirational and reassuring, proof that lasting love was possible even in the cutthroat world of show business. It began quietly, as such things often do. A single comment online, a vague post on a celebrity gossip site. But soon, the whispers grew louder, circling around a shocking claim that a DNA test had revealed something unexpected within the Consuelos-Ripa household. At first, the notion seemed absurd. Mark Consuelos, the ultimate family man, the devoted father, the loyal husband, embroiled in a DNA controversy? It felt unthinkable. And yet, as more supposed sources came forward, the story began to take shape. According to insiders, the test had not been intended for public eyes. It was a private matter, never meant to escape the four walls of their family home. And yet, somehow, details had begun to leak. The result, if true, raised painful questions. Questions about paternity, about trust, and about the strength of a marriage built on decades of devotion. What makes this story all the more extraordinary is the suggestion that Kelly herself may have been the driving force behind the test. Unlike many who might shy away from controversy, Kelly is known for her directness and truth. Those close to her describe her as fiercely intelligent and protective, a woman unwilling to let rumors or doubts linger in the shadows. Some claim she insisted on the test, not out of malice, but out of a desire to put to rest whispers that had quietly followed the family for years. But if Kelly's intention was to find peace, the outcome may have had the opposite effect. Instead of silencing speculation, the leaked information has fueled it. Was the test an act of courage or a decision that unintentionally cracked the foundation of her marriage? For Mark, the revelation has reportedly been devastating. Known for his confident personality and easygoing composure on screen, friends now describe a man caught in a whirlwind of emotions: anger, sadness, confusion, and heartbreak. Mark has often spoken about how fatherhood changed his life, how raising his children with Kelly brought him more joy than any role could ever come near. And now, that very identity, the foundation of his pride as a father, is under question. To be faced with such doubts, not in private, but under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye, is a burden few could carry easily. As the story gained traction, fans found themselves divided. Some rushed to Mark's defense, insisting that biology does not define fatherhood, that the love and dedication he has shown his children over the years cannot be erased by a strand of DNA. But others demanded transparency, arguing that public figures like Kelly and Mark owe honesty to the audience who have supported them for decades. Social media platforms lit up with debates, memes, and heated arguments, while tabloids swarmed, desperate for photographs, statements, or even a glimpse of the couple navigating their private pain. Given their status as a media powerhouse and Kelly's sharp business acumen, many speculate that this controversy could quickly move beyond the tabloids. Would questions of inheritance arise? Could defamation suits be filed if the claims prove exaggerated or false? Insiders suggest that legal teams are already involved, strategizing about how best to protect the family's privacy, while also preparing for the possibility of a more public battle. Kelly, who has long been admired for her strength and composure, now faces a unique and painful challenge: balancing her roles as wife, mother, and protector of her family's legacy. For now, both Mark and Kelly have chosen silence. No public statements, no on-air acknowledgments, no social media posts. And in that silence, speculation only grows. Some believe a carefully crafted statement is imminent, a chance for the couple to reclaim their narrative and quiet the rumors. Others suspect they may retreat from the public eye altogether, focusing solely on their family in this difficult time. But one thing is certain: the world is watching. Perhaps the most poignant question of all is this: will this crisis ultimately tear Mark and Kelly apart, or will it bring them closer together? History is full of stories where couples crumbled under the weight of scandal, but it is also full of stories where adversity became the crucible that forged a stronger bond. For this couple, this may well be the defining moment of their marriage, the test that reveals whether love, loyalty, and shared history can withstand even the harshest storm. What we know for certain is that this is not just a story about celebrity. It is a story about love, identity, trust, and resilience. Mark Consuelos has always been more than just a co-host to his fans. He has been a symbol of charisma, family, and partnership. Kelly, meanwhile, has represented the brilliant force at the center of it all, a reminder that success is best when shared. Now, as they face one of the greatest challenges of their lives, their story has taken on a deeply human dimension. It is no longer about morning television ratings or red carpets. It is about the raw, messy, beautiful struggle to hold a family together in the face of unimaginable pressure. And perhaps in that struggle, Mark and Kelly will once again show us something rare and worth believing in. Because at the end of the day, whether in the spotlight or in the quiet corners of their home, theirs is a story of love, tested, shaken, but not yet broken. Question: now it's over to you. What do you think is really happening behind closed doors with Kelly and Mark? Do you believe the DNA revelation is true, or is this just another example of gossip spiraling out of control? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we bring you the latest updates on this story and more heartfelt stories about the lives behind the headlines.